at this moment. What does this masculine feel about his divine feminine? Okay. Okay. The masculine feels like they're wearing a false mask. Okay. They've been wearing a false mask and they want to take it off. So they want you to know that they know that they've been wearing a false mask. Okay. We will argue because I am not ready for change. Okay. So it was a point of time. Okay. When they argue with you, you guys fight because you guys wasn't energetically balanced. Okay. And action took place where you guys had to separate. All right. Separate to find out the situation. Okay. He says, I am not ready to face myself just yet. Okay. At times, they were not ready to take that action. They wasn't ready at that time. So they want you to know that they know that they wasn't wearing the correct mask. They know they wasn't telling the truth. Okay, and you guys argue, you guys fight, you guys separated, but they know, why. Okay, they was not ready. Okay, they wasn't ready for the relationship. They wasn't ready for the commitment. They wasn't ready to fulfill destiny. Okay. So you got celebration time. Pull out the wine, party time. Okay. So once you guys come to that clear understanding, this masculine now understands that. Okay. You have twin flames can't be a rebound. So what does that make you karmic? Okay. So they know that the karmic could have never been you. Okay. Could have never been you. Okay. But they just need more time. Okay. So be patient. Okay, they know that the karmic is not you. So now that they know that, give them time to get their priorities in order. Okay, now that's pretty deep. All right, that's pretty deep. So they know they've been wearing, that's straight, like, on point, They've been living in denial, okay? And now they know to get up out of that darkness. What else? Okay, they got the karmic. It says the karmic played the victim because they know that they, will not win. Game over. Okay, so they were wearing that false ass mask because they had to put on a front for the karmic, but it didn't work. Okay, be patient with me. I'm trying even when it looks bad. Okay, so like I said, when they even argue with you and you guys, they wasn't ready to face a situation, you had to be patient. Okay, you had to be patient for them to come into this understanding. When they wake up, you are going to be their biggest teacher. Okay, you are going to be the person to help guide them. Okay, guide them from that darkness once, you and God. Okay, you're going to be the physical aspect of God, so you have to be in God frequency. This one here says, I'm ready for commitment. Okay, so this masculine was letting you know at that time they wasn't ready, but they was, they will be, right? They will be. What do you have here? You got masculine energy. So now that the masculine has their understanding, okay, they stepped into their masculine energy, of strength, okay? They now know what they got to do. They know, it's like a wake-up call. So this masculine had a wake-up call that he is the one for you. Okay? I am frustrated. Bad things are happening to me that I have no control over. Okay? So the masculine knew that and now knows that they don't have that control. They don't have the power to pick who God has already set for them. So when it comes to this masculine, they know this now. This masculine now knows. All right? Let me see. What else? Spirit. Masculine knows. So let them do their work. Let them bond with God. And whatever God, when God connects to this masculine and God show this masculine that I am real, the masculine will follow their souls. Okay? When they soul realize their soul has a purpose, their souls will guide them right where they need to be. And when they are one with their souls, they will listen to the soul, which will guide them back to the feminine. Okay? Which will guide them right back to where they need to be. Okay? Okay, got within the next few weeks, okay? Within the next few weeks, y'all. So keep your frequency up. Up, 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 up. Keep it up. You know, if you lower yourself with ego, you're going to lose. Okay, so you got no. All right. So like Spirit said, you know, you lose yourself with ego, you will not win. So in a few weeks, all right. Okay, so stay in your frequency. If you don't stay in your frequency, you're not going to get your union. But if you stay in your frequency, you will. Okay, so no doubts. No doubts. No negative frequency. Some of y'all, okay, so Spirit is also saying some of y'all, it will be a no. So some of y'all within the next few weeks won't come into union. Within the next few weeks. It sounds like Spirit is saying some of y'all still need some more work, which means some of your masculines still need more work. So they want me to mention that too. I didn't make no tea. What else, Spirit? Okay. We have choose a new direction. Okay, so this masculine has chose a new direction. They will be ready, okay, to choose a new direction. Okay, and you got yes. Okay, so if you guys do the work, you will. Okay, you have to choose to want your union. So Spirit is saying, if you, like I said, Spirit is saying, if you don't choose your union, you won't get your union. If you choose your union, you will get your union. You understand what I'm saying? So in a few weeks, some of y'all will or some of y'all will not come into union, okay? Because if you don't come into union, it's because you haven't chose the right direction. So Spirit is telling you to choose the right direction, and then you will get your union. So you got yes, and then you got no, okay? So I'm glad I channeled that, because it wouldn't have made no sense to me if I didn't. So I had to let Spirit speak. So at the end of the day, you got to do your work, okay? If you're not pulling love and light, you won't get love and light. You'll get dark all day long. So it's all on the energy you carry. This is why it's very important for some of you feminines who's watching to do your work. And this is doing your work. It's understanding your energy, understanding your ways of manifestation, okay? So we have accept struggle as a lesson. Okay, accept struggle as a lesson. Okay, like I said, some of y'all still in denial about your union. You don't want to believe it because they done so much to you. But at the end of the day, you got to overcome that. God forgives everyone. So you have to be of God energy and be forgiven. Sorry to say. You know, some of y'all like, hell no, I don't want to forget that motherfucker. He did so much. Appreciate your talents. Okay, appreciate your connection. Appreciate that you've been chosen. Okay, this is a great deal. Not a lot of people have came into union. Okay, not a lot of people have came into union because they don't have enough faith. Okay, feel joy in all that you do. Okay, so like I said, manifest positivity. Stop manifesting that negative shit. You know, so negative. You just can't be positive for 5 days. You can't just say I love God today and then I love the ego tomorrow. You actually have to live what you have to practice what you preach, and you have to live it. So that means you got to live the rest of your life in good energy, good positive God frequency. If you just up and down, you fluctuate, and guess what's going to happen? God ain't going to be able to manifest for you. You just sit in negative waves, you know, through the universe. Okay, understand your body. Okay, if your body is telling you that you're about to come into union, pay attention to that. Read your body. Learn how to use your own damn body. Stop trying to worry about how to manifest the masculine's body. Learn how to control your own vessel. Okay, you too busy, divine feminine, trying to control your masculine's vessel. Use and return that energy unto yourself. If you love your masculine more than you love yourself, then you need balance, because you shouldn't be loving your masculine more than you love yourself. Okay, you shouldn't be. You have to love yourself. This journey is not just about coming into union with somebody else. Okay, this journey is to show you just how unbalanced you are. It's a reflection. You're too worried about the other party. That's unbalancedness. It's putting you through so much havoc, and you're living in your own hell and you don't even realize it. Doubt, you live in and swimming in ego. And God's trying to tell you, come up out of that. Your masculine energy is trying to pull you up out of it, but you just want to stay there. Okay? Because your reflection is of divine. So you have to be and live of divine. You got to be good all the time. You can't just be good today and tomorrow and that's it. Oops. All right. I'm not going to read all these. That's too much. Normally I do. But so far we have, you do have to make, you do have to become one with yourself. You got to be able to deal with the situations, okay? You got to be able to sacrifice, your old ways of living, okay? Sacrifice the situation. You got to even be willing to sacrifice, the physical connection with your masculine. You got to let that shit go in order to receive it, because you're not God, okay? You're not the soul, okay? You're not the soul. So allow the soul to do what it's supposed to do, okay? Let God do what it's supposed to do. You're like, Jesus on the cross. I don't believe in Jesus because Jesus was just a man. But I believe that it's a symbolic situation, okay? It's all how you put your energy into it, okay? You are in somewhat shape or form, in a Jesus form, because you're sitting here asking God, why have you forsaken me, Father? But yet you forget you haven't listened to your Father when your Father told you to be patient. You haven't listened when your Father guided you to, to do what you needed to do. Okay, you know that it exists, but at the end of the day, you just don't want to listen to it. So that's another form, another form. Okay? So you got to do your work, okay? You got to take that time, clear out all that negative energy, and focus on what it is that you have to heal, okay? You got to be able to balance yourself out. You got to sacrifice your old ways, your old lifestyle, okay? This goes for the masculine too. We're talking about the masculine and the feminine, okay? Okay? You got your sacral chakra, okay? So if your gut is telling you, all right, to end the situation, even when you with your, even about your divine connection, leave it to God, okay? Leave it to the universe. They brought you together once, they'll bring you back together again, okay? The problem and the reason why you guys came into union the first time is because you didn't know of the physical body form. But now that you know the physical body form, you feel like, give me. Give me now. And you lose your patience, as you are impatient now. So learn how to give it back to the universe. What God giveth, God has taken. Because you didn't appreciate God, okay? You will face some challenging times when you make these sacrifices. This is for the male and feminines, okay? You will go through challenging times, okay, clearing out these situations. But you got to get over that. You got to say, I'm going to leave it to God, and I trust the universe to do so. Trust in the universe to do so. Okay? You have sadness and isolation, okay? So a lot of y'all feel sadness and isolation only because you don't realize that you do and you're not alone. You have God on your side, okay? You need to come here. A lot of you feminines are in this here. A lot of your masculines are in here. Low frequency. Look at that masculine. Upside down and in the dark alone. But once you come into your God frequency, okay, once you understand, you will be free. Things will get better, okay? Things will get better when you sacrifice and you actually study not just your masculine or your feminine. Study yourself. Study self-love. The key is to love yourself more than you love yourself more, but love your Father first. Love your Heavenly Father, Mother first. It's really not a gender, it's a frequency. So love that spiritual frequency first. I use a lot of biblical terms only because of the simple fact we got a lot of people that's been programmed to this ideology for so long that I have to somewhat throw it in there. But you see me hesitate when I say certain things only because I'm a studier of all things. I don't believe in nothing but energy. So I will take and pull what I know people are with spirit tell me to. So you got, new beginning. Okay? So you guys will become a new person once you guys come out of this and follow your intuition, okay? Spirit is saying you will achieve what you want. You achieved it once when you came into union, okay? You achieved it once. It's not just about feeling. I'm talking about the ones who actually came into union. I'm talking about the ones who actually saw the physical body. Okay? You guys got the answer. Okay? You got the answer from Spirit, and Spirit told you. Give me 2 cards, please, Spirit. Okay? You got regret. Okay? I know that I can't change the past. All right? So you got to come out. This is why you're going through so many challenging times. You have a hard time forgiving. Okay? You got to learn how to forgive. Okay? Get out. This is why you're in this dark frequency, because you're not letting go. This is why you got to sacrifice the past pain in order. You got to, it's like, this is almost like the death card. Okay? With these 3 together. All right? You just got to start anew. One more card, Spirit. Got to be willing to change, man. You got to be willing. Everybody is so stuck in their ways. People are stuck in their ways. You know, God is infinite. Knowledge is infinite. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to pull that infinite power. New shit every day. Like I said, you guys got to forgive. Okay, you got forgiveness. I acknowledge that, you know, harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay, this is the last card, right? Let me see. Is this the last card? Yep. This is the last card. So, yeah. There it is. Forgiveness. It blocks your frequency, like I was saying. So you got to be able to come out. Even though you feminines believe that you don't have to do no work, but you do. Spirit is saying this is why you're not in union, because you haven't done your work. Your masculine is in limbo. The masculine frequency will go right back to the masculine as soon as you realize your place. Get in your place, feminine. Masculine will get in theirs as soon as you get in yours. Okay? You guys are the head when it comes to this situation. You are the creators of life. Okay? You are the one that brings life into this world. You are an important key to this planet. Okay? Stay on your throne. Take the lead as you're supposed to. They said, and I'm sorry, but you got to break that old paradigm. You got to break that old programming. Okay? God is working on the feminines harder. They're giving you tough love only because it's the fact that you are a big key to God's plan. Okay, you bring in the vessels. Okay, a lot of us have been disobedient and bringing in demonic babies where a lot of them are turning out lustful and have to find themselves and have to do so much work because it's hard. Okay, it's a purpose that must be fulfilled. You know, just like there's light energy, there's dark energy. Just like there's good, there's bad. Just like there's happy, there's sad. You know what I'm saying? Just like there's God, there is a devil. And the devil is the beings who choose to live in darkness. Okay? That is, it's just like that. So you got good babies, you got bad babies. You got good moms, you got bad moms. You got good dads, you got bad dads. You know what I'm saying? So we got to break that shit. We got to realize, you know, the good... You know, the bad is outweighing the good today. And that's not of God frequency. We need to change and reverse the frequency by living and loving light, by respecting the universe for what it is. Okay? Respecting God for what it is. God is not a physical man. Okay? So when you sit here and you let somebody program you to believe of a certain man to be God, you know what I'm saying? The only way you can be of God, I'm not saying the God, but of God, is if you're living of God frequency. Okay? You got to live of God frequency. You can't just do it today and tomorrow and then say, oh, well, I'm back into the devil frequency. You got to stay awake. You got to stay up. You got to stay up. So it's very important. So it's easy. Once you give it to God, surrender to the universe, surrender to God, it will be easier for you, because and then to also, you guys don't even know the keys to clearing your own pain. You know, when you manifesting and you meditating, you gotta leave it in God's hands. You gotta say it and set it free. Okay, just like you could say negative shit and then push your masculine away, or you know, negative shit out there. Same way you gotta push positive. Oh, I got a headache today. God, please. Can you help me with this headache today? You know what God would do? Help you with that headache. Give it time. You gotta be patient. When you let it ponder on your mind for too long, you're gonna block the healing. You understand me? So you gotta keep a clear portal open for God. Always clear that up for God. When you got all this shit in the way, all this shit running through your mind wandering and shit, You lose connection with yourself. It can heal you naturally. You can heal you naturally. Anytime you're sick and ill and you have no clue of what to do, leave it to God's hand. God will say, you know what? I need you to get up. I need you to go down here real quick, and I need you to get this help from this person right here. This is who I'm sending you to. That's how God works. You just got to have faith, and you got to follow God. Some people will manipulate the situation and said, you're supposed to help me. You're supposed to help me. You. You didn't choose this person to help you. God chose this person to help you. You didn't say, hey, I need you to help me. You did what God told you to do. If you're doing what the righteous thing, you're doing what God tells you to do. God will go within you and say, speak first. Then you take action. And then you will say, the right thing to say is, and you give credit to where it's due. God sent me to you. You understand me? God sent me to you. A person of ego is, I chose you, so you're going to do what services now. That's not going to be, you're not going to get a healing. You're going to be fucked up. Okay? Real shit. And don't worry about me cursing, because my cursing don't come with intent. I know how to manifest. I know the powers. Okay? I just leave it to God. God knows my intent. Your intention is power. Your intention is key. So if you have the wrong intentions for your masculine, guess what's going to happen? It's going to reflect. Okay? Your masculine leaves it up to God. But if God say, okay, because the masculine could just come anytime they want, really. They do it all the time. But we see it as a different way, shape, or form. You never know when God sends your masculine in. You never know. So you just got to leave it to God. Okay, I'll leave it to God. I leave it to God. Okay? I know God is doing what it needs to do. Okay? Simple as that. Sorry. Simple as that. And if you don't have that frequency right now, then you got a long way to go. A long way to go. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. That was pretty deep. Okay? The masculine wants to clear the karma and come into union. But the feminine, you have to clear your blockages as well. The masculine is not the only one. Just because the masculine had ran off to a karmic, like I said, just because they ran off to a karmic didn't mean they had to. Now they just got more shit to worry about, okay? You didn't have to. When you are in separation, you're supposed to use this time. You should have been, first of all, this is why they say don't have sex until you're married, okay? Because you don't have that much baggage to clear out. But a lot of us are doing, this is why I said it's not divine when we're out here lusting all day. We done cause a lot of chaos on this planet. And I'm not saying that you guys can't, they say, some of them say that the devil can't be reformed, but you can be. You just have to choose. You have to choose to live in love and light. Okay? It's a choice. You will pay. It's not free. It's not free will. So y'all got to reprogram your minds. It's not free. You will pay. And a lot of y'all are paying for your thought of free will, okay? They are not supposed to be in another situation. A physical situation. They don't have to. They could just walk to the karmic, and the karmic will say what they need to say and deliver them back unto you. But what's happening is that the karmic is lustful and the masculine is lustful, and they just being a bunch of lustful people. That didn't mean it had to happen. It doesn't even sound right when you really look at it. You karmics know your place, okay? And the divine feminine, you know it's not right. So don't justify why it had to happen. Oh, it had to happen. It had to happen. No, you're right. You're right. It shouldn't have happened. But you know what you should do to clear that pain is leave it to God to deal with it. Leave it to God to return the karma to where it needs to go. If you are cutting into God's plan, you will get hurt. So if you're hurt right now, you're cutting into God's plan. You understand me? When you're hurt right now and you're in a dark frequency, you're cutting into God's plan and you're trying to play with the devil. Pick a side, stick to it. You're either going to be of light or you're going to be of dark. Ain't no wishy-washy. Enough of the wishy-washy. You want your union, stand in your union, be righteous, wait. That's it. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Peace and blessings to you all. Check the description box for more information. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much. We will all sin together. I love you all.